The next oil is joy oil. I think all of us are pretty familiar with it, but when used with children, toddlers, and infants, expect a very giggly child, very high energy, very high squealing, very excitable. And so when I talk about, hey, when you're going to use an emotion oil, be sure to give your child extra attention. This one is going to be have extra patience because children have the propensity to be very excitable, very giggly, very euphoric. And if you're not prepared for this, this can be extremely wearing on a parent. So my first time I found out is that I needed to be a little bit more careful where I use joy oil because Tollefson got extremely happy and giggly every time. So now I know though. The next one on the list is Oolah Fun oil. I like to use Oolah Fun oil with Tollefson whenever he was learning to walk or other gross motor development activity. Learning to walk, it was not especially the funnest thing in the world. I don't really remember it, but watching Tollefson involves a lot of falling down, a lot of frustration, injuries, and it can't be the most enjoyable thing in the world. So I like to use fun oil to make his times learning to walk be more fun, more enjoyable. As you can kind of tell by his reactions on there, it usually helped put him in a really great mood when he ran around despite all the falling down that happened. The next one on the list I'd like to mention is Oolah Grow. I like to use Oolah Grow to help support increased interaction with the environment. So, many times kids have got a lot of interacting to do anyway, but I use Oolah Grow to help encourage them to interact with their environment more, to take it in. And so what we talked about a whole lot of the epigenetics and the genetic encoding before, the more support that you can give your child to help encode and interact with their environment, the greater effect that's going to have on them. And so down in the lower left, Tollefson found it pretty interesting. We went and visited a corpse flower, which is over 6 feet tall and smells like